What's up YouTube, I'm Chris Young and I'm back today to give you guys an in-depth review on the Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére in the Raised by Women colorway. If this is your first time watching the channel, please be sure to hit the like button on this video, comment your opinion on the A Ma Maniére Jordan 3s down below in the comment section, and lastly, please be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that way you don't miss any future sneaker reviews to come. I just want to thank you guys once again for allowing me to surpass the 1,000 subscriber mark with my last video. It's been a long road to this I guess milestone, and I just want to get more serious about YouTube. Thank you guys for just always supporting the channel and giving me expertise, feedback, and of course video recommendations so I can always keep this special content coming for you guys. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and see what these Jordan 3 A Ma Manières are all about. Alright guys, so as you know, the first thing we always go over is the box, and I mean, this is probably one of the best packagings I've ever received like on any shoe in my 8-year, I guess, sneaker career, because A Ma Maniére really went above and beyond. And the first thing that I want to detail is that the regular box does come I guess covered by this sleeve, which is very reminiscent of the sleeves that we would receive on Jordan 11 packaging, but it does feature the A Ma Maniére logo plastered all over the sleeve in like this beige or white color. I thought that was very nice detailing. And then the regular box is a white lid on the top. It has a violet or Jumpman Jordan logo in the center of it, and then right underneath you do have the flight lettering done in this light gray color. And on the front of the box, you do have another smaller Jumpman Jordan logo done in violet ore. And the sizing tag of this sneaker does read Women's Air Jordan 3 Retro Special Project, size 13.5 women's, size 12 men's. And that's one thing I really wanted to reiterate with this box is this was heralded as a women's release. So basically, if you are a man going for these on the aftermarket, please be sure not to buy your men's size in these. You will be highly disappointed when you find out you can't fit them. So basically you're going to need to go up 1.5 to equate to your men's size. So basically, for example, I am a men's size 12, so therefore I would need a 13.5 women's to be able to fit this shoe. Always go up 1.5 to make sure you get the right conversions. So once again, very nice detailing by A Ma Maniére. I was very impressed with the box, and I always harp on it in my videos, making the consumer feel like they got their money's worth. And I feel like A Ma Maniére definitely looked out for the consumer with this release. And I won't harp on the box anymore. I know you guys are here to see the shoes, so let's go ahead and take a deep dive into the Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére Raised by Women. Alright guys, so here they are, the Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére in the Raised by Women colorway. If you are unfamiliar with this sneaker originally came out on April 28th for a retail price of $200, and the A Ma Maniére founder James Whitner pretty much made this shoe to commemorate the special women in his life, being his mom and his sister. They pretty much raised him throughout his adolescence, and he chose the Jordan 3 because the Jordan 3 was the first sneaker his mom purchased him when he was younger. And I really love the storyline behind this shoe. I love also that he pretty much made this shoe heralded for women. I know that these did come up to extended sizing all the way up to, I believe, at 15.5, but I believe this shoe will be very important down the line because this is one of the few shoes, in my opinion, that really details, how much women mean to sneaker culture. I know there's a lot of guys out there that feel like sneaker culture should be just a male thing. No. Females can get in this game too, and I just want you to know, if nobody else tells you, you will hear it on this channel. Females have just as big of a voice in the sneaker game as males, so anybody can be in the sneaker game, guys. It's all about the shoes at the end of the day, and it's all about this passion we all share for loving shoes. And just shout out to James Whitner for making this design, and also shout out to A Ma Maniére because originally these were scheduled to come out, I believe, before the 28th, but they did postpone it because of the George Floyd trial. And A Ma Maniére actually took to their Instagram saying that they could not go on like a regular day and that this day should be observed as a special day because, I mean, George Floyd waited months basically for justice. His family did as well. And I know I don't like to talk about like this stuff on the sneaker channel often because some people do get touchy or sensitive about that, but I voice my opinion. I'm blunt, and that was a significant day in US history because we're used to so many people or officers getting off with these same things. And, you know, George Floyd's death was very unjust. And, you know, the officer, I believe his last name was Chauvin, like that was very uncalled for. So I'm just glad that A Ma Maniére took the day off and postponed the release in observance of the verdict of the George Floyd trial. And, you know, much respect to them. I had respect to them before, but that really just elevated my respect. And, you know, shout out to A Ma Maniére for doing great things in the sneaker community. And without further ado, I will give you guys an in-depth review of the Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére raised by women. All right, so getting things started on the Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére, starting out on the overlay, you can see it is comprised of a white, nice tumbled leather going all the way around. You do have these nice red gradient lines in between the white overlay too, which is a really nice contrast. On the overlay of this shoe as well, where you would normally see elephant print, you do have this nice textured wool or suede. It kind of reminds me of the denim 3s that we got earlier this year, so it's very nice material. On the overlay moving up towards the tongue, you do have a nice white tumbled leather tongue as well. Standard white laces come in these, but at the very end of the laces, on the lace tips, it does feature the letters or the words "work harder." So I thought that was a very nice touch. Probably something his mom used to say to him when he was younger, like mine right now. And you do have more wool or suede done in gray right here. And you have sail or oxidized yellow eyelets, which are holding the laces together. On the lateral side of this shoe, hanging off the sail eyelets, you do have this black string, which connects this translucent see-through Nike Air hang tag. It has the violet ore color in there as well. On the lateral side as well, you do have a white midsole on the front part, but on the back part nearing the heel, you do have a violet ore strip going all the way around, and making it to the bottom of the midsole portion, you do have a sail part right here, and then you have your cutout airbag unit right here, which features like the air technical stuff right there in the airbag. Coming on to the back of this shoe, and this was probably going to be my make it or break it factor with these. I'm so glad that they ended up doing the Nike Air on the back, so you do have a oxidized or vintage looking heel tab, and then you have your Nike Air logo, which is done in gray. More suede or wool paneling is right there on the back. Underneath that, you do have the violet ore painting strokes right there going all the way around. And one of the hidden subliminals on this shoe that you won't know unless you have this shoe in hand comes on the back of the heel tab. So peeling back the left shoe heel tab, it says "all we have is each other." And then on the right heel tab, when you pull it back, it says "you have to get comfortable walking alone." And you know, these are two quotes, if his mother said those things, that I can really stand by, especially the walking alone part. So shout out to James Whitner once again for just incorporating so many details that the important women in his life often said. So on the outsole of this sneaker, you can see it is a mostly gray outsole. You do have more violet ore hits right here on the front of the outsole, and then your Nike words right here are also done in violet ore. Coming back up to the tongue of this sneaker, it is done in this tumbled leather, like I said, but on the left sneaker, you do have the A Ma Maniére A logo stitched in gray. And then on the right side, you do have your Jumpman Jordan logo stitched in gray as well. Now, another cool feature about these shoes is on the inner lining of these. So as you can see up close, you do have this quilted, very nice quality lining right here, which is very reminiscent of, I believe, the Just On 2s that came out a couple years ago. It was the blue pair, and then it had like the beach pair as well. But it does make the shoe more comfortable, I will say that, because normal Jordan 3s that I have, they're not as comfortable as these because the quilted liner just kind of like cuffs your ankles, and it gives you like that comfortability aspect to these. Let me see if I'm missing anything on this shoe. If you don't like the standard white laces that come in these, A Ma Maniére did supply you with an extra pair of sail laces. It's pretty much the same thing. The lace tips do feature "work harder" in that violet ore color. And you know, I mean, this is just a very well executed shoe. I'm very impressed with A Ma Maniére. If you guys didn't know, this isn't the first collaboration they've done with Nike. They did an Air Force One, which was, I think it was like really under the radar. I know my boutique got them when they first released, and they were even numbered. I can't remember how much they were numbered by, but there were no more than, I believe, 1,000. No, I think there was like 3,000 pairs. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, but those I felt like really flew under the radar and people didn't know about them. But people definitely had their eyes on this release. I remember when the pictures first surfaced of the A Ma Maniére Jordan 3 that I was telling my friends, this is a must-have. And honestly, if the prices get down to where I want them to, it may even be a double up because I see prices are starting to fluctuate. My size is currently going for about like $450, I believe. And it's crazy because I thought initially the extended sizes were gonna be through the roof, but thankfully they're not. And you know, resale prices, I've already said, resale prices don't determine my love for a sneaker. I would love this sneaker if it was riding retail to me because just the storytelling aspect to it, the special box, all of the extra accessories, it just makes for a really good release. And I can't harp on it enough that James Whitner and A Ma Maniére really hit the nail on these, and you know, shout out to them for making a very incredible Jordan 3. The last thing that I wanted to detail on these is on the insole. On the right insole, you do have the A Ma Maniére logo, once again in white. And then on the left insole, you do have a white Jordan Jumpman logo. And yeah, that's pretty much it with these guys. The last thing that I wanted to go over is of course sizing. So like I said, if you want to get this shoe, please be sure to equate to your women's size, meaning go up 1.5 conversion. So I am a men's size 12, meaning I would need a women's size 13.5 to fit these. And I would say that these fit true to size. Just go ahead and get your true size. I will say these are more comfortable than the regular Jordan 3 releases that we get, just because you do have the special quilted liner, which goes all the way around. And then you have it in the inside of the tongue as well. And yeah, just be sure to go true to size, and I think you'll be fine with these. And once again, I'm just very impressed with this shoe. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére Raised by Women down below in the comment section. Was this a shoe you were going for, or was it a shoe you missed and you decided to pick it up on the resale market? All of your opinions and more, I would love to know down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for tuning in today to another release. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos to come. Thank you guys again for 1,000 subscribers. I will keep pushing out this content for you guys. And the next thing you will see is an on-foot look of the Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére Raised by Women. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you guys on the next video.